Hey everybody, it's Cody here, and in today's video, I'm going to be going over Lovable.dev, which is a full stack AI developer tool. I am making a series of videos to go over AI tools that are readily available to really anyone. And the reason I'm doing this is a lot of times when I talk with people or having conversations and we're talking about AI, most people are using it to, generate schedules, proofread emails, learn interesting facts, or, have them generate some sort of fun photo or something along those lines. And AI is really the talk of the town right now. And I have been inspired to want to just show more of the tools that are readily available to everyone out there. So, we're going to go ahead and jump into Lovable.dev today. And the topic that we're going to be doing is trying to create a system for the question that I hate more than any question on the face of the earth. And that question is what's for dinner? Anytime I get asked that question, hey, what do you want for breakfast? What do you want for lunch? What do you want for dinner? My mind goes blank and I never know how to answer it. It's my least favorite question. So today I want to see if we can prompt the Lovable AI system through a series of prompts to see if we can get a web facing app built within the span of this video. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so first, I already have a prompt here. I'll explain what this is here in a minute. But when you, excuse me, when you jump into Lovable, you're going to see the site here. It's going to ask you for a prompt. Uh, there's some pre-made prompts here for you, so you can go ahead. So like recipe finders there, fitness tracker, task manager. If that's kind of the idea that you're wanting to go for, you can click those. I recommend clicking around with those and seeing what they can do. But the prompt that we're going to work with today is generate 3 meal options for each of the following: breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The total daily macros should hit roughly 2,000 calories with a high protein focus. This is for a macro diet. That's just something that my wife and I try to abide by. And so these are just some rough numbers. So it needs to have 180 grams of protein, 150 grams of carbs, and 60 grams of fat. Each meal should list the recipe name, ingredients, simple instructions, macronutrient breakdown. So calories, proteins, carbs, and fat. And the meal should be practical for someone cooking at home with basic ingredients and suitable for someone building muscle while cutting fat. So super general, or I'm sorry, a pretty specific prompt. And so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to prompt it and let's see what happens. Okay, so now that we hit enter, it's just kind of over here telling you some of the features that are available so you can collaborate at a source via GitHub, which is up here. I'll explain that in a minute. And what you see going on over here is this is the prompt that we put in, and Lovable is now interacting with it. So I'm excited to create a meal planning app, focus on high protein meals for muscle building while cutting fat. This reminds me of some apps like MyFitnessPal or Eat This Much, but with a cleaner, more focused approach on a macro targeted meal planning. Kind of goes on with that, talking about the 3 meals that we're going to do. So features I'll implement: responsive meal card layout showing all meal options, clear display of macros for each meal, easy to read recipe details with ingredients and instructions, visual indicators of macro content, clean modern UI that feels motivational. So what it's doing is you can see that it is writing the files right here. And I also forgot to mention, you can also attach files. If you have like a PDF or something like that already pre-made, you can insert that into the prompt. Or if you want to edit that as well. And so some other features that are cool about this while this is spinning up is if you're doing like you spin up a website or you spin up a multi-page platform. We're doing a pretty straightforward, simple one now. So we're not going to get too much into that in this video, but you can drop down to what page you want displayed. And you'll see more what I mean once this generates. Then what you can do is you can swap this over to the code viewer. So once this generates, we're going to see the front end UI here. And if you want, you can swap this toggle and you can see the code. This is if you want to connect the backend to Supabase. I'll be making a video on this later on, so we're not going to use that in this one. In this video, we're going to be connecting to our GitHub, so I'll push this to GitHub. And so these are just some of the basic features that Lovable is offering. And so as we can see, it's still typing up the files. This right here shows that it's a lot of times they call it reasoning. So the system is reasoning right now. And we'll go ahead and see what it can come up with. And so I have a timer started over here. And so what we'll do is I will pause this video for a second. Oh, no, I won't. It's already generated. So, okay. So with what we did, it generated this. So let's have a look, shall we? It says we've created a clean, modern meal plan app that displays high protein meals. Let's see here. So store user data logins or connect to other ingredients. Check out Supabase, which is what I was telling you about. And we're not going to do that on this one. I'm going to make a couple other videos doing that. So now what we can do is it's set up. We'll come to this what's next in a minute, but let's play around with what it generated. So breakfast options, high protein Greek yogurt bowl. You're going to see it generated the calories, the protein, the carbs, the fat. And so looks like you can select any of these here, show recipe, do it like that. And then we can come down to lunch, generated all of these, dinner options, and then lean meals blueprint. Oh, okay, I see. So this is just that's just putting some branding down there. Okay, that's cool. So it generated this. So now we have a series of meals, and what's happening next is we can come over here to this what's next, and you can refine and customize. So you can tweak the design or animations or layouts via prompting. Okay, GitHub sync, transfer your project's code to GitHub for two-way sync edits, debug with ease. Okay, and then when you want to let your users store data, log in and connect. This is going back to the Supabase option here. And so one more thing that I want to show you is this is what the front end looks like. And so what we can do is this code viewer, you can click this and it's going to show you all your files. So you kind of see we got the JavaScript files, HTML, TypeScript, all of our files live in here. So our components, data, hooks, lib, pages, all of this. And remember, I didn't write a single line of code. This did it all for me. And so one of the last things on this video that I want to show you is we're going to swap back over to the front end view. And then what we can do is you can go to sync your project to GitHub, transfer. If this is your first time doing it, you'll have to connect your GitHub account, but that was pretty seamless for me when I did it. So we'll transfer it to GitHub. This is me. Here we go. And then it should open GitHub in a new tab. Oh, that's right. So then we can view on GitHub. And so what we'll do is jump over here. And so now this is what we have. We have a repository spun up in GitHub with all of our files in here. So if you're working with multiple people or for whatever reason you need it like this, you can go ahead and grab the code from in here. So, here's everything that you need to download the zip. You can open it on GitHub desktop, or what you can do is copy the URL to your clipboard, come over to a new window, and you can open it up that way as well. And so this is, again, just a really, really basic rundown of AI tools that are out there. So if you want to just start kind of hashing out ideas that you have, maybe you've thought of a lot of app ideas like, man, I wish there was an app for this, or man, I wish there was a way that I could build this, but I don't really know how to do it and I don't know where to start. I hope this video inspires you to jump into those tools and start playing around with a lot of the options that are out there. I think you're seeing that AI can do so much more than just, like I said, proof emails or, create schedules for you. And I love those things. I use those features on a daily basis, but this is really even still scratching the surface of what these systems can do. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I have lots more of these coming, and we'll see you next time.